us all here.
Okay, so the team is at the outside of the door, and they are trying to make a decision about going inside. Wild Thing has just listened and tried to determine how many heartbeats there are. Wild Thing, there are probably 30 heartbeats in the near areas.
The complex.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty crowded areas.
Is anything being said in the room directly beyond here?
Yeah, it's pretty reinforced. You're going to have a pretty negative penalty if you're. I know you have good perception, but it's going to be, probably at least -5 on it just from the reinforcement between these walls.
Okay, so you say -5?
Mm-hmm. Do per -5 and see if you can hear anything.
Gotcha. Succeed by 1.
Hey, yeah, so you can hear these people in this immediate room, and it's muffled, but you hear very intelligent conversation. I know your character also is intelligent, so they are talking about chemical reactions. They are talking about how interesting this is for science, and that when they first were hired here, they never would have expected that they would be able to see. This type of science, that kind of thing. So, not instructed by the team. What is that? I'm sorry, I don't follow what you mean. Nonetheless, you hear them talking about chemical reactions and the like.
So okay, so they are. I can ascertain that they are chemical scientists. I forgot the term for chemical scientists.
Yeah, they're chemists. They are.
Yeah. Chemist?
Yeah.
Chemists, thank you. So these sound like chemists.
Yep.
Well, that's what it is in Canada. I don't know what it is down there.
So are you relaying this information to the rest of the Canada 11 group? Okay. We're not in turns yet, but as soon as we make a decision about going through this door, obviously we're going to be. So collectively, what would you do?
Okay. Well, I will say to Sandcrab. Sandcrab, did you get a mapping of this whole constellation compound?
I think we should tunnel out of this waiting area and tunnel into the boss room. That's what I think we should
do. You can't see that.
If you knew what the room, what the boss room was, but Sandcrab can comply with a holographic image of the base. He'll hold his hand open, and a image will reflect off of some cameras that appear in his hand. That makes a holographic image of the base as we see it from our view on the table.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll say this is shrouded in darkness. Even the cameras, like you can make a potential for that if you want to make a skill roll, but they are taking very proactive measures to block out any camera access, any views, anything. So
right, this would just be the shell of the outside of the building. It wouldn't be the details on the inside.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So you're using spatial and different things like that to get a shell, but you really don't know what's inside. Not by camera access. Now you could try, I guess. It
would be too hard to see the depth of all the things there.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe in the next room, but far away, there's all the dirt and rock and vines and cables and stuff like that. It'd get very muddy. But he could make an image, I would imagine, of the shape of the building that's underground.
Yeah, I'll give you that for sure, just from spatial. And I'll say that in a lot of these next steps, any of the camera, tech, computer folks, it's going to be difficult because of countermeasures that are in this building.
All right.
So any of your RP roleplay that you do for this, it just know it's going to... There's a...
Sandcrab, do you think you could operate the doors there? I mean, get them set up and then we just push the button to open them, and then you could still go underground, maybe take somebody with you, so we actually have 2 methods of ingress?
I think that's definitely a possibility. My worry is that when we got into the hacking above, when we were hacking in the suit and the panel before in the previous building, that the security codes, the security encryption was really, really, really advanced. And I was worried that, it would set off alarms, whereas breaking in through this next wall, just by tunneling through or breaking through, will set off the alarm here to these people in the next room, but maybe not for the whole base.
Idea, yeah.
Well, if what I am detecting, there are at least 4 in the adjacent room.
Yeah, so you've got a pretty good read on in that next adjacent room, and it sounds like the group has made a decision not to try to hack into the vault key codes, but to tunnel through the reinforced wall. If that's the direction everybody's going, the wall, reinforced concrete wall, is obviously tough. I've got the book reading on it. How much damage do you do when you tunnel through? Because I know the
Sandcrab can tunnel through 10 defense.
and it disconnected you again.
Can you hear me?
He said that he said 10 defense.
We just lost. Who did we lose?
Yeah, Sandcrab.
Check 1.
Yeah, we
And
lost you, Sandy.
We hear
That's
your
okay.
voice, but
Yeah, we hear you, but you're not in the game.
That's no
Yeah.
problem. I'll join in as soon as I can. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
Sandcrab can go through 10 defense.
okay. So it's
So
got
if
an
the
8.
PD is higher than that, then he can't go through.
Yeah, but it has a body as well, so it's going to take you a little bit of time, I guess, because it is an 8 PD.
Well, it's supposed to get like 1 hex per phase, I think is the point of tunneling. Or unless you build it faster.
Well, his tunneling, he can go through like, I don't know if you get rid of 20 inches or something like that.
So you could say 10 body because it's a hole the size of a man. So you could say 10 body, 10 def.
I'm not sure how version 6 of Champions works, if it's the same as version 5, but in version 5, if you could get through the PD, you could just tunnel through a wall.
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to expect it's, if 10 defense or 10 PD, that does exceed its armor or its defense. But like if it was a wall or barrier, you would have to do enough body to get through it, and it would take you some time. I'm not really interested in blocking you all out of this building. I'm just saying I don't know that it's just a bust straight through type of thing.
Basically, the way it works is
Tunneling
you set the PD limit, and then if he's over the PD limit, he moves through it at his normal rate.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
let's do that. So this is 8 PD. That's what I wrote it as. So you bust through the wall, and it's immediately as you bust through the wall, you hear screaming on the other side. You hear 2 very militaristic voices. There's been a breach in the front room. Everyone, prepare for attack positions. These 2 chemists are running and trying to get out of the way, but Sandcrab and others, if we're going into battle phases, they're going to act after you all. So I will say you all are coming in. If you all see where these 2 couches are, you all are coming in right over the couches.
Okay.
So when you bust in, do you go, "Oh yeah"?
Think about the insurance damage.
Kool-Aid.
So these folks are going to try to move, but they're not going to get a chance to move. I'm not going to bring them into battle phases, but I'm also not going to bring these chemists. They're not going to be out of your way until after the full turn of combat. So,
All right. Well, so about how far is it from where I was standing to the table that was there?
it's probably, let's measure it. Somebody measure that real fast.
Where to?
6, 7. Not far. 7
Not
inches.
far?
Yeah, not at all. Most of the things in these rooms are going to be.
So I can make a half move to that table. I'll grab the table.
Okay.
What kind of table is it? Can you describe it?
Yeah, it's like a wooden table. Really heavy wooden table.
Really heavy wooden table?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll grab the table and put it up as a blockade between me and the guys with guns. And anybody else who enters the room can, if they choose to, hide behind me and it.
Okay. So you are going to take this table and what are you doing? Like flipping it or something in front of him?
I'm just grabbing it and holding it so that it's on end, standing up like a big wall, being behind it.
Oh. Like on its
So,
side.
which portion of the wall did he go through?
Here.
Go to the right of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So basically here.
Right here.
Oh, there.
Over the couches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then this table has been... I don't know if I can rotate it proper to get it... and Rampage is the person that has the promote... Max, I'm going to promote you. I don't know if you're better at trying to flip something over.
You can lock it, then use the gizmo.
Have to use the gizmo, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not fast at it, so I'm going to say you flipped it over. You wanted it to be tall, I assume.
Yes, correct, yeah.
Yeah, so let's say it's tall, but I'm not going to on snap too, of course. I'm just going to say you've moved it. Okay, so I assume that's your action as you come in, and
Yeah,
I will...
like trying to reboot my my Steam here.
Yeah. Okay, Cypher's going to come in. Or Cypher, what are you going to do? It's your turn in the battle.
Okay. So this is an open hole here, yes?
It goes around the side. Or did you go through the wall of that room to the other side of the wall? Or did you go down and then around? How did you dig that tunnel?
Straight through.
Yeah, so it's you're not going to have to do down. You're just walking straight through this little...
Okay. So I'm going to come into here and I want to get... Is it Sandcrab that's in here?
Yep.
Or is it...
Yes.
Okay.
So he would be...
So I'm going to come in as well. I can get the stupid frickin' figurine to work properly. And I want to reach out the doors behind these two guards. Is there an electronic lock that I can lock?
No, actually, of all the building, that is just regular doors.
Okay. So I think that probably would have been my turn, reaching out with my senses to try and detect whether I could use my powers to lock that door.
Okay.
And I cannot, so.
Okay, you have a Fleetwood down here. Does your Fleetwood position anywhere?
I do have a Fleetwood, but I don't have a figure for it, so the Fleetwood would be over by Super Agent number 1.
Okay. Okay. Wild Thing.
Okay. I'm going to come in, stop at wherever the wall would be,
Mm-hmm.
on top of the couches, I guess. Whee! I fell over.
But you know that the Fleetwood and Stevie all act on speed 4, not on speed 6 like I do.
Well, this would be segment 12. That's why everybody's acting first.
Okay, sorry. Carry on as if you were normal.
So
That's asking a lot.
She stops here on top of the couch. She stands, and all of a sudden, a ghostly, fiery image appears around her, looking like a giant phoenix or eagle. And she raises one arm and swings it. This is going to be a wind blast. She's trying to direct it to push this guy into the wall. She is pulling the punch on this. She doesn't kill the dude.
Okay, which one is this? Is this the
This is Wind Blast.
Wind blast. Okay, cool deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
double knockback.
I'll tell you though, you're pulling your punch, but remember these folks, they have the shimmer of force fields around them.
Oh, right.
Yeah, these
Think
are
about pulling my punch.
yeah, these are your highly protected ones.
Right.
You can pull your punch if you
Again,
want to give me a better chance at defeating you all, but I mean, however you want
If you pull your punch, your chance of doing knockback is much less.
to.
Yeah. So I'm going to. Where's my dice? There we are.
That is a huge table.
Yeah. It probably wouldn't even lift up to the top.
I will hit DCV 8.
Okay, and you hit.
Okay. And this is not that. Why are there two that say the same thing? Oh, okay, I see. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Not great.
Okay,
Not great at all.
so how much damage did it? I lost my chat. So you did 26 stun, 8 body, and none of that stun's going to get through, none of that body's going to get through, but roll your knockback.
Okay, what do I roll for knockback?
2d6.
2 dice.
It's an interesting desk object.
I rolled 8, I think.
You
Or
rolled
no?
7.
That is 7.
7. Sorry, 7.
All right. So is that one? Is he going back one into
Double
the
knockback. If from what she said, it's double knockback. Is it indirect as well?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if it's not indirect, he's going directly into the wall.
Yeah. So he will, and he'll take that. That.
See, that would have to be away from you.
Right.
You can't put it in another direction.
If you bought it as indirect, then you could push them whichever way you
I
wanted.
didn't buy it, so I would have to be here to have him go to hit that guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right, which unless you have extra running is.
Oh, I have tons of running.
Okay, good.
I have movement. I have huge movement speed when it comes to running. I'm trying not to fall over. So.
She runs with the wild things.
You'll have to forgive me. I was playing Champions now, and the knockback rules are entirely different for that. This roll that she just accomplished, it subtracts from the body, and now she's got a 1. That 1 means it's 1 hex. Is that right?
Right. So
it's actually she's doubling the body first.
Okay.
So it's 16 minus 7, so they're going 9 hexes, 18 meters.
Yeah, and then that means the hexes, is it divided by 2, or is it just the amount of hexes is the amount of dice? Because I remember reading that.
It would be 9 dice of knockback, 9 dice of damage.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was saying. So it is the hexes. And if you don't hit a wall immediately, then it's the amount of dice that you do hit after traveling. But because he's up against a wall, he's going to take the whole thing.
You could fly 10 hexes. If you hit it in the last hex, you take all 10 dice.
Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. Okay, so he's going to take another 9 dice of damage. You want to roll that 9 dice of damage?
Okay, sure. Since I can't seem to get myself.
Yeah, just get him near there. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Awesome.
It probably won't fit because the hexes don't match up. Going to be right next to him. So
the colliders and stuff are a challenge too.
30 and 9.
Yeah, so you can see that he's been pushed back. He's going to have to stand back up, but he's completely alert and is not winded whatsoever.
Yeah, but did he hit the other guy like she
We
planned?
put the intention, yeah. Thanks.
Oh, I thought she only hit this guy here.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you see where her figurine
Oh,
is
she was
now?
trying to hit the
She
two.
hits number 1 towards number 2.
Yeah, that's totally true. They both hit each other, and even still, the damage for both of them. So they're both knocked down, and I'll move the other guy.
Okay, he wouldn't hit this guy and send him into the wall?
Yeah, they both.
Or either.
That's what I'm saying. That's really cool.
Yes.
They both get pushed back into the wall over here, and they're both knocked down. But they're going to get back up soon. They both hit the wall.
Okay.
And even
that's-
these
I guess that's
shelves
my
have
action.
these shelves have fallen down. Okay, so that's pretty amazing. The wind blast, so there's the whole little area here swirls around like in wind whooshing from you. Is that right?
Basically, yeah, it's like a wing buffet. That's the way it looks.
Yeah, that's awesome. So they're like lifted up, pushed back against the wall, into each other, and it's pretty.
It's against the wall, then fall down.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, it's Stevie's turn.
Okay. Stevie comes into the room. Maybe.
Yeah.
The two guys on the ground, are they looking knocked out or anything like that?
Not at all. No, they're about to stand back up. You can tell that they're quickly trying to get back up.
Okay, so agent number 1, I'm going to target with my low-level laser blast. It's a no normal defense. The defense is being insulated.
Okay. All right, you hit him. Yeah, you hit him.
Okay.
Because he's obviously prone too, so. All right, 19 stun to this guy,
Yes.
and he is
Nobody.
nobody. Yeah,
Nobody.
yeah. This. Let me click on the right person. Yeah, you can see it. Describe it to us how this would affect somebody without the proper defense.
So it's an electrical charge. So it's like they're being hit with a taser.
Yeah, so he shakes violently. Which one did you hit? Agent number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
Okay, so number 1, you see him as he's trying to stand up. His just arms and legs are shaking. It's like electrocution, and he slumps back down.
That's Stevie's turn.
Mm-hmm. It's Windwalker now. Windwalker, are you there?
Are you muted?
Yes, I was. Sorry. Okay. Going to half run to here where I can see, and then half teleport over in, and that's basically my phase.
Okay, so when you come in, you see right at that moment, you see one dude lying on the ground, totally smoking from electricity. Another dude's trying to get right back up.
Okay, and I like draw my Ryan sword and I go, darn.
Okay, Max, it's your turn.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Looks like I can see down the tunnel from where I'm at. So I will teleport to there.
Okay.
Hey, Stevie.
Very close to each other.
And the one on the right is not moving, correct?
Yeah, he's been. You can tell that he slumped right back down.
The one on the left, number 2, is still moving. I'm going to see if I can stop that.
Okay.
And minus is at this range.
Okay, you hit him.
DCV 7. And
That's too many dice, my friend.
18 body, 47 stun.
Okay, so tell us what's happening here and what would be the consequence. He's already on the ground, so is he like scooting across the ground back into the wall, or is he just going back down into the ground? Yeah.
Let's see what knockback I do for him. But yeah, he's basically getting where Stevie hit him with the taser. I'm hitting him with a lightning bolt from the sky, basically.
Okay.
And wow, he's taking another 10 dice from slamming into the wall.
Oh Lord.
Again.
Okay, so you all see this. Roll your 10 dice again. But roll the 10 dice and see what happens. Again, that never sounds good. Okay, luckily luckily that doesn't pile on, but everyone around and even the two chemists are fascinated by the electricity and the lasers and things that are going, but they're also scared and running away. This lightning or electricity bolt arcs directly into this agent, slamming him to the ground. You can see smoke rising from him, but he's still going to try to get up.
Expected nothing less.
And he's got pushed back against the wall. This guy, it's his turn, so he's going to use his turn to stand up. Does he get another turn after? Does he get to do anything after standing up?
That's only a half phase, actually.
It's a half phase.
Yeah, so he is going to... Yeah, he's going to aim at the bot, the robot that just smoldered his buddy. I don't know. He's really torn between that and Wild Thing. I think he's probably going to hit Wild Thing, actually. Sorry, Wild Thing. I'm trying to be... he would come after you. Because you're the one that hit him and his buddy. And that's the person he's going after. Okay.
That's okay. Stevie laughs and says I'm mute anyways.
Okay.
Problem.
So he's got... hold on, so let me see if I can... No, I don't have the States one with him. Of course I don't. Anyway, he's got this blaster rifle. That's what they both had on him. And he is going to take aim at Wild Thing to hit. Why can't I see to hit?
So that's energy, right?
Oh, I just need to... I need to roll first. Yeah, it's going to be energy. That's right.
Should be top of your dice rolls.
Oh, I just scrolled down one. Okay. Okay, he rolled terribly. So he is going to miss. But you see this blast of energy, and I think I should actually roll it because it's going to hit the wall behind you. You see just the wall blast into smithereens behind you, and the earth falls down behind it and is in crumbles.
Holy crap. Good thing you missed.
Yeah, that's his turn. The other agent opens his eyes and looks like he's trying to get to hands and feet. And now we are going into post-segment 12 recoveries. Take them if you need them.
How much endurance can you get back at that point?
Your recovery.
Whatever your recovery is. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay.
And would he take back his recovery and recover from stun, or just one on post 12? Because I think you automatically get a recovery on post 12, and he used his 12 turn to recover from stun, so I think he gets a recovery.
So
I think
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are moving.
If he's not, but he's not unconscious, obviously.
No,
so,
he
yes.
was stunned by that, but not unconscious.
Like, he took more than his con?
Yeah, he was stunned, but not knocked out. He took more than his con in that last hit. So
Although I believe the rule is that you cannot recover from being stunned in the same phase that you were stunned.
He didn't. I don't think.
Yeah, that was in 12.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was on his turn in 12 that he would have recovered from being stunned. You're saying he can't.
No, I
don't know.
think
It
he
just
could
seems like a
because
vague memory. I'm not sure.
he
I
was
think if he gets an
attacked
action,
in
yeah,
the
he
round,
would. Yeah,
and then
so.
on his turn he couldn't act because he was stunned.
Yeah.
But he recovers from that before
And then gets the post 12.
Yeah, I think that's
he
right.
gets the post 12, but he doesn't get 2 recoveries. He would only get the 1.
That's right. That's right. Okay, let's keep moving on. We're in segment 2, turn 2. Sandcrab, it is your turn.
Segment 2. Okay. You said this table is a real beefy table,
That's right.
and it's really large.
That's right.
If I used it like to swing with it, would it turn my my strength into like an area effect?
Yeah, you could hit multiple people with it. You might even get a couple of extra dice because of it, because it's got all those metal pieces and stuff around it.
Right.
Dice of damage it will do is its defense and body put together, though.
Okay.
Say that again.
The most damage it can do when he swings it is the amount of defense and body it has in dice.
Okay, that's cool.
Otherwise, it just shatters.
That's really cool. I had not read that. So, but that makes a lot of sense, at least.
Makes perfect sense.
Okay. So Sandcrab will turn the table so it's like a snowplow, and he'll rush forward, doing a move through on both of the agents.
Okay, cool. I meant to move these lab coat folks into the corner. They would have run away that last turn, but I don't have them in the battle. So you are going to move through. Will you make the rolls? Are you trying to do it on both of them?
Is the table big enough to hit them both?
Yeah.
Yes, then.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And the one guy's still on the ground,
dice
so
rolls.
It would be
Quick clarification on the question Sandcrab asked earlier. A character can recover from being stunned in the segment in which he was stunned if he had a phase in that segment and his phase has not yet occurred.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Sounds fair, because if I was
that is word for word.
I think that was fair.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it happened. So yeah, that's totally cool. It's under maneuvers, Sandcrab.
Speaking of which, what's the minus for move through?
I'm trying to find which tab it's on under move.
Under
2
maneuvers, it's on move through.
Mm-hmm.
-1 for every
velocity.
5 velocity divided by 5. It's coming back
10.
to me now. Yeah.
Divided
10.
by 10.
Divided by 10.
Divided by 10. Okay, so
5 is 3.5
3.5 rounded in the character's advantage is 3, so I got +2 for the move through with my levels. I'll make a roll. And that's to
Actually,
hit
if you
area.
click
That's
on
to
the
hit the
move
area
through.
effect. Oh yeah, that's a nice roll.
Oh, yeah. I'll say you hit them both.
Awesome.
Okay, so
my velocity is 35, which divided by 6 is 8, plus a strength of 12 makes 18.
and that's awesome.
Now the question is, how tough is the table?
Yeah. So
crappy roll, but it's okay. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you destroyed that table.
Yeah, the
roll was terrible.
Yeah, the table splinters. You can tell that the force mesh that's surrounding them is absorbing the splintering and the real bruteness of it all. But the sheer speed of what you're coming at with them is knocking them both unconscious. You can even see it's just like eyes roll back and they're just waylaid onto the floor. Not
Yeah,
out of the-
heavy wood furniture is basically going to do 9 dice of damage.
Yeah, I didn't mean to actually throw that guy off the edge, but yeah, both of those guys are.
So is this heavier than heavy wood, or is it just regular heavy wood?
No, it's
Then
a
I need
heavy
to change
wood.
my roll.
It's a heavy,
Well, if it's steel, it's going to do 10 dice. Reinforced steel furniture is 10 dice.
it's wood. It's wood. It's heavy wood. But I'll say
So it's 9 dice.
they're both knocked out by that, unless you just want the joy of getting a little bit more dice on it. But the force mesh fields that are around them are going to prevent them from having any.
For the mechanics of the game, we could say that Sandcrab's arms are what actually did the damage, and the table just splintered between his arms and the criminal.
He's just too strong for his own good.
Okay, I'll spend my endurance, and that was my action. Thanks.
Cool. Okay, so you all have.
So where are you at now? If you did a move through on them,
I would be up against the wall, so let's move. I guess they would be up against the wall too, right?
Yeah, I just accidentally moved one of the guys out, so and with that, you would have actually done additional knockback because they would have been moved through into the wall, and you would have stopped, right? So I mean, they're
all in the wall at this point.
yeah, they're pretty much they're not going to wake up from this. Well, they're not going to wake up for a little while at least. Okay, let us move to the next. I'm going to pause us from battle rounds right now because there's no other enemies in this particular room. But you do
there
have
are 2 people to talk to.
the chemists, people in lab coats. Do you all want to take a moment and visit?
Yes.
Okay, who wants to? Let's choose a person to make the lead conversation here so that we can move on more quickly.
The Cypher wants to talk to them.
Okay, Cypher, make your appeals to the people in lab coats.
Okay. So I walk to the edge of the desk here and put my hands on it and say, "Give me your access fobs, or you get their fate."
Ooh, make a presence roll.
Okay. So my presence is only 15. So that's 3 dice.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they say no. They're screaming and they're wailing and they are not going to give you those key fobs. They say they'll kill us if we do. They'll kill you, but they'll kill us as well. They're not willing to give you those key fobs for any access or whatever you're asking for. They don't mention anything. We're not going to let you in.
We're already in.
Yeah. You don't know what you've gotten into. You think you're in, but you're not.
Well, then tell us. What are we in?
You're in trouble is what you are. We're all in trouble. They're not gonna. They're also kind of traumatized. They're not gonna have a pretty fruitful conversation with you.
Sandcrab, I'll kind of point at the computers that are sitting on the desks.
Sandcrab will use his telescopic vision to look at the computers from where he's at, and what do I see as far as data on the computers?
Are you gonna actually try to get into them, hack them, that kind of thing, or?
Well, first, I just want to see what's on them. I mean, is something on the screen? Are they in the middle of working on something?
Their security protocols weren't very good. There was still a screen not unlocked, and it's more like a check-in system. This is like you can see who's coming and going. And
that's what I figured. Yeah. So this is not the laboratory. This is the entranceway where they log people who come in and go.
That's right.
Wow. They have 2 lame chemists out here to do that. Great.
Actually, they had just come in and were talking to each other. Hadn't come in yet, but you wouldn't know that.
Okay. Search the. I tell them, search the 2 guards, see what they have on them. And I turn to these 2.
Go ahead.
Turn to these 2. I really, really think you should reconsider helping us. Showing my fangs, as usual.
Uh-huh.
My presence attack isn't as awesome as it used to be.
Yeah, I know. I think you.
Or I should say my presence, my normal presence attack isn't as awesome as
Yeah, I
it
think
used
you
to
have a
be.
pretty mean attack that hurts people with your presence, but not gets them to
Yeah,
bend to your
my,
will so
my
much.
normal one,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
normal one is a lot less, like I said, impressive.
Yeah, so I'll give you an extra die for threatening them with your fangs. So what are you actually trying to get them to do with presence attack?
What were you trying to get from them?
Their access fobs.
The access fob. Okay, it's not in. It must be a skill roll. Is it a skill?
Yeah, just
It's
roll.
not a skill roll.
You can just roll 4 dice. I mean, that's going to be
Okay.
a thing.
Yeah, just gotta roll all the way down here.
Wow,
Wow.
that was bad.
No, they are
Yeah.
they are very afraid
Yeah.
because your fangs are at them, but they are not. They are no. If we help you at all, we're goners. There's no way.
What makes you think you're not goners anyway?
I'd rather take my chances. Frankly, they're not. I don't know how many ones there were in that roll, but it was pretty bad too.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. It was a pretty bad roll. Okay. Well, then she's going to get physical. She grabs the woman, holds her up against the wall, and then she goes and grabs her ID off of her.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to make you do the rolls for that just because you're going to get the idea. So you're ripping it off of her.
Yeah, I toss it over to him. This is just as easy.
Okay, so you've grabbed some IDs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are you going to do next?
Look, you need to incapacitate these four before we move on. But not much of a hurry, because I'm sure they already know we're here.
They're just unwilling employees. I say we let them run for their lives. We should hurry up and get to the rest of the base before everybody mobilizes.
She points to the two unconscious guards. They're not innocent.
Then make them unconscious more.
Yeah, they're out right now. They're going to be out for a while.
No.
She
don't-
shows her
don't knock
claws.
them out.
Unfortunately, my more unconscious would end up with them dead. He looks over at the two chemists. He steps back. I'd run. I'd keep running. I wouldn't stop.
Yeah, they'll do that. They'll run off. Unless somebody's going to block them, they're going to try to scramble over the desk and run out the front door and try to get away. That's what they're going to try to do. Okay, so who's next? We're not in battle phases, but the room is clear for all practical purposes.
Any other radio chatter down here?
You could do your high range radio perception, but it's going to
Mainly
be.
want to know what's in this next room.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're not hearing anything back there yet.
Okay.
But you did say those are regular doors, right?
Yeah, those are regular doors. So I mean, you can just put your ear up to it, and you're not hearing anything.
Actually looking at electronics and stuff on the other side of that door. Anything that's going to give off an electromagnetic frequency.
Yes. So,
You guys would have heard them radio out that we were coming in, right?
Oh yeah, we knew that. Yeah.
Can you just listen on that frequency?
Yeah, but I may not be able to translate it. I'm sure it's encrypted.
Yeah. So if you want to
Okay.
try to look for any of the camera type things in that other room or check on anything, it's going to be -8 on a roll.
I will go over and pull off, let's say, Viper Super Agent Number 1's helmet,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll put his helmet on.
Yeah, the last time that you did it, you had to like try to work to it. They're paired to these people. So if you're going to try
Let's see.
to do it, you can, but you're going to have to make a successful roll.
No problem. I'll
Okay,
see
so
what I can do.
well, how about the helmet I'm wearing for that matter?
Yeah, no, you weren't. You're not getting the benefit of the heads-up display or anything like that. It's not. It obviously doesn't recognize you.
Okay.
You look cool though. The visor is really a good look.
I want to look over their helmets and see maybe what's the word I'm looking for? Jury rig it so we can patch in to their.
That's what I'm going to be working on. Yeah. So I've got electronics. I've got electronic security systems and cryptography.
Yeah, I'll give you a complimentary.
Cryptography.
Try to make for each one of those, you'll get a complimentary for it by how much you make a roll.
I'd like to aid. Can I aid him?
Do you have those skills?
Everything but cryptography.
Okay. Succeeded electronics by 4. By 7 on security systems.
Yeah, do I give my negatives to those as well?
What am I doing? Roll damn skills.
Yeah, you can apply negatives to that. That's just a straight roll. So
yeah,
if you had a minus 5, 10, whatever to that, just subtract it from that.
Yeah, so you don't succeed on either of those given negatives.
Okay.
And or by that either.
Well, that's definitely not going to do. Electronics.
Yeah, so y'all are like furiously working on these things, and it's very clear that they have active defenses on them and some type of technology that's pairing them to these people. You remember even, Max, the difficulty with which you got one communication off of the previous headset. So this is no surprise to you as you're trying and it's not working.
Okay.
I got
keep the helmet
by 5. Was that good enough?
No, there's a -8 on these rolls. The defenses they have on these. Yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah, these are skill rolls. If anybody wants to try to do powered, I know Cypher, you've got some power stuff for this. I did purposefully make it difficult just because of the tech that they've got running on these things. But it'd be kind of cool if someone succeeds at it.
Definitely taking one of these helmets back and one of those belts. Oh yeah, divest them of their belts.
Okay.
Can I use my cyber control to override some of the stuff?
Yes, you can try.
Okay, so do I have to hit?
You can try. I mean, I don't think it's going to be difficult to hit. So it's more about a roll and see if you get past the defenses.
Okay.
Yeah, because it would be really bad if a helmet defeated you.
Okay. I have the rules.
29 on mind control.
Okay, so that's 9 over its stat. It's appropriate stat. So what does that do for you on mind control? I'm trying to open up my quick guide too. So
it would be ego.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then it would be ego plus 9. If it was ego plus 10, that puts me into the next level. So whether you count the plus 9 as being close enough to 10 to overcome or not is up to you.
No, I'm not. I'm not intending to be generous at this point. They have hardened defenses. So you're in the first level. What does that give you? And this is a mind control, basically, right?
It's mind control, yes.
So, perform actions it's inclined to perform anyway. The target believes any statement which doesn't contradict prior knowledge. I would say, well, that's on you. What are you gonna try to tell? And what did you just try to override? Were you trying to override one of the headsets or something else?
Yeah, I'm trying to get past to figure out what its defenses are so that I can overcome them easier later.
I don't think that's what it's inclined to.
It's got, say, cryptology. I have skills in forgery, cryptology.
Can you phrase the command or do a complimentary skill roll?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Is there a complementary skill roll? I've got computer programming.
Yeah, you can try it. It's going to be at
Photography.
a -8 on the roll. And I think I need to understand what it is that you're actually telling this thing to do.
Okay.
As if you were also trying to mind control a person, you'd have to give a statement. So you need to tell this thing what you're trying to do.
Okay. Um. hmm. Give me access to your communications.
Ooh, you hear fizzling and scratching, and it is not. You can tell it's not going to allow that. That's too much. You haven't paired with the device. You know that it's rejecting you.
Okay.
You've been rejected.
Doesn't mean I can't try again.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You can try again. Okay.
Like now or later.
Later, let's say you all are still standing out front of the door. If you all wanted to stay in this front room for a little bit, I'll give everybody another action in the front room, and we'll just go down the order.
Is the door locked?
Have you tried to open it?
It's okay. Then that's
No.
going to be my next action. Is to simply go and try the latch, not necessarily open the door. Just try the latch.
Yeah. So you just run up to it and open it.
I see you reaching for the door. I will go ahead and step back just in case.
Yeah. You don't open it, but you can tell that it is unlocked. You turn it, and the door is not locked.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Sandcrab's in agreement. Let's move forward.
Okay. Is everybody going to do that? Windwalker, you just going to open up the door and walk in?
Yeah. That's at least I'm going to open the door and look in.
Okay, it's an empty hallway, and you see another steel reinforced door at the end of the hallway, some doors off to the right, and then you see another key card, not key card, but like a vault thing where it's like combination entries, handprints, that kind of stuff, multi-factor.
Okay, well,
I'll just turn back and tell everybody it's an empty hall, guys.
once the doors open, first thing I want to do is see how far away any more living people are.
You can tell just by your heartbeat detect that there are maybe 5 or 6 people off to the right. You don't know which door they're behind, but they are rapidly beating hearts.
Okay. There's about 6 humans to the right. I can't tell how far away offhand, but by the rate of their heartbeats, they're excited about something.
Okay, Windwalker's
that was
walked
me.
into the room. Is everybody else going to walk into the hallway?
Yeah, I'm going to walk in. Let's see here. And hearing her, I'm like, what, behind this door then?
Okay.
Somewhere behind there. Yes.
I'm just sorry, I find that pretty humorous. Are you all just allowing the teenager to walk in and open the doors, or are y'all gonna...
Sandcrab will move in there too. So Sandcrab will move in, and looking through from this point, I guess that's about a half move. And we're not in combat, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But looking towards that room, what can Sandcrab see with his spatial awareness?
Yeah,
Okay,
so
what does the room look like?
yeah,
Look
you
like
see
a
it's
storage room, a computer room,
Yeah,
a
it's-
guard room.
split rooms, and there's something else behind it. The 2 rooms that are right in front of you are pretty hollow. You don't see any movement in them. There's nobody on the can or anything like that. But behind it, you can see the movement. So it's almost like too deep where there's folks at.
Can he tell that there are bunk beds there, or does he just see that there's some?
I don't think so. With all of the steel reinforcement and all these walls, I feel like it's going to be hard for you to see.
Okay. But he can see that there are.
They're
People in
moving.
there.
Yeah, there's movement in there, and that's about the best you'll get. And that's because there's movement that you notice it.
All right. Well, since he can't get any more details than that, he's gonna have to go in and look. So he'll head to the. If that door is that a regular door or enforced door?
Yeah, it's reinforced, but it's still. I mean, there's no key code or handprint device on it. So I mean, there's a handle.
Oh. Then if it's allowed by the GM, he'll tunnel through the wall next to it into the next hallway.
Yeah. So are you talking about tunneling over here or tunneling over here?
Into here.
Yeah, but where did you tunnel through? To the right of the door or to the left of the?
To the right of the door.
Okay, so you're basically tunneling through the wall and then coming in through the side, not going through the doors.
Correct.
Okay, yep. So you're into this room now, and you are in an empty room, and it's empty. And I'm going to let the other folks take some actions. I expect that tunneling through those would have taken some seconds for you. So, but that'll be where we pick up from you. Who else wants to come into this room? Cypher and Wild Thing and Max, are y'all going to come through, or are you going to stay back?
I'm still trying to get this device to talk to me.
Okay, I'll give you another attempt at that. Do you want to make your roll and see?
Okay. Well, what I want to do, I have a distant erase alter records.
Uh-huh.
So I can alter or remove computer psychological complications, site complications, programs, or records.
Uh-huh. So,
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to overcome its natural resistance to me. But I don't know how that would work. It's a transform.
Uh-huh.
It's a severe transform.
Yeah, so I'm not going to make you target it, but roll the dice and see if you are able to make the transform. It's going to have to exceed its appropriate defense.
Yeah. So what dice am I rolling? Like just my, whatever it says on my...
Yeah, you have the, what is it, 2 dice of it?
So it's a total of 6.
Yeah, so as you're doing it, you can tell that the device, the headset, whatever it's doing, it's taking your input into like a cloud location, and it's almost like taking it as an input. It's not taking it as a change. It's just drawing it in, almost like into a data lake. It's taking it in.
Okay.
But it's not change. You're not. Of course, you didn't change any records. You were expecting to find records, but it took your attempt and just almost like it's now a part of the data lake.
Lovely. Okay. So do I follow it into the data link?
Oh gosh.
Yes. Yeah, follow it into the data link. So I'll Max is still in the room with me?
Yes.
Okay, so Max, I'm going further into this machine.
Is that a good idea?
Too late.
Okay.
No, it's not. What are you doing?
He's just standing there with a blank look on his face, just going deeper into the rabbit hole. Or do you have a smile on your face when you do these things, Cypher? Is this?
Well, I do have a mask, so they wouldn't see the smile.
So we don't know if this is joyful for you or not. Okay, the longer you try to do this, the more actions it'll take. So I'm not going to take you into the battle. Max, Wild Thing, I'll come to you first and then Max.
He didn't learn from the last time.
Well, fortunately, I'm the one that can shut him off, so...
Wild Thing, what do you do?
Okay. Shoot. I was going to do something. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, right. Not taking any chances with this room here. I know people have already walked through and gone by, but I want to make sure that this isn't designed as normally as a kill box. So I'm looking for nozzles or hinged floor areas or anything of that nature, ceiling, floor, side of the walls.
Yeah. Roll
Because this could
a
be
perception
a
roll.
kill
That's
box.
a good thing. Roll a perception roll. I'll give you a +2 on it because of what you're specifically looking for, or a two bonus, whatever. And just tell me how much you succeed by. Succeeded by 9. Yeah, you clearly see that there are vents spaced throughout the sides of the wall. That are not normal vents, right? They're like slits, and they're not where the light comes out, and it's obviously not an air vent.
Okay, who is this? Windwalker, get out of there now.
Windwalker, you would hear that. Are you gonna try to get out of there?
So I'm gonna turn around and go, huh? Okay, let's see here. We're non-com, so I guess action times don't matter.
Yeah. And Wilding, are you going to say that why to get out, so that everyone would hear that, or just
what's that?
Wild Thing?
I didn't quite catch that.
I was asking if Wild Thing is saying why to get out of the room for anyone else who might need to hear this information.
Oh, it's booby trap.
It's a booby trap.
Okay, at booby trap, I'm like, I'm just gonna make this the silent oh, like just a big O mouth, and then let's see here, teleport. Let's see now directions. Let's see here. Sandcrab seems okay. So yeah, gonna teleport over next to Sandcrab.
Would you have known where Sandcrab was after that? I mean, you can follow the tunnel through, but I don't think you can teleport unless you're going to do a blind teleport.
Did he leave a hole?
Yeah, but he teleported around. I guess you could see through that hole, just following the angle through.
That's my assumption, unless he did not leave a hole.
Okay, yeah, so let's say you're in the same room with Sandcrab now. Max, are you going to do anything?
I'm keeping an eye on Cypher and this big hole we have by the couches and the door, should anybody decide to come this way.
Great. Okay, so you're going to watch out for anything untoward happening there. Okay, we're not in battle phases yet. And Sandcrab and Windwalker, you all are in a room together. Are you going to do anything?
Let's see. I'm watching him for a moment.
Sandcrab, are you going to do anything?
Well, I'm going to wait for the rest of the team to show up. But, I mean, from here, what is my perception of that room?
Yeah, you can see clearly. It's like a bunk room, and it's got the folks still moving around. It's almost like they're jumping up and down, moving left and right, kind of thing.
Like they heard the warning?
Yeah, but they are not approaching the door.
Okay.
So
right, I can tell it's the bunk room.
By the motion, can he tell if they're like dressing for a combat, or are they just
you can't tell that.
Chickens with heads cut off.
I'll use my tunneling to bring down the roof and close off that room completely.
Okay, so you're going to bring down the roof of where you all are in front of you?
Just, in front of the door, completely collapse this area, and then bury it. I'll use my entangle to basically just seal off that room so no one can get in or out.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say that happens, and as that starts to happen, you start to see smoke coming into the room. Lots and lots of smoke coming into the room.
Smoke going into the room?
Where you all are at, smoke is starting to billow into that room. As you start to tunnel around it, yeah.
Right. Well, as soon as I finish, I'll tell Windwalker back out.
It's like okay, and then my response is, but the last hallway is booby trapped. I'll try and get us back to the lab.
Oh no, we can tunnel back to the lab if that's the case. Hold your breath.
Yeah, we all both take
Okay.
3 dice. Roll 3 dice of damage real fast.
What's the defense?
Okay.
It's no normal defense. Self-contained breathing.
I'm self-contained.
Okay, so you won't take it.
Okay.
But roll the 3 dice.
I will. So, that's right. I forgot I didn't save cameras this time. So I got to get back to my dice.
And the benefit of
Where the heck
self-contained breathing.
am I?
Fantastic.
See, this is why I hate the cameras here. Okay.
I know it's after 10. I'm willing to go another 30 minutes. Is everybody okay for that? It's after our end time. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we don't have to.
Oh, is it after 10 already? Wow.
Yeah, 10 Central for me.
It's
So.
11 here. It's 11 here, but I've got no place to go.
Okay. So we'll continue on and see if we can find a better stopping point than where we're at.
Okay, rolling 3 dice.
Oof.
15.
That's like almost the worst possible you could have gotten out of that. Okay, so that's...
And 5 body.
But it's a no normal defense, so you're only going to take 15 stun.
It is a stun only correct.
Yep.
It's a no normal defense. Check my character sheet. I take body from stun only attacks.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously.
Okay, so tell us what happens to your characters. You know, some of this smoke is touching your skin, getting into your pores and into your nostrils, and
Well, it kind of depends on the effect of it. If it's meant as a sleep gas or something like that, then I just get complications in my lungs or something. It's just meant as a general sensitivity that stun only attacks do body.
yeah, it's like an acidity in it as well. So it's got some nasty in it.
Okay, then it's probably affecting my lungs and breathing. So
Okay.
Run away! Run away!
Did 15?
Let's see here.
Did 15?
We decided not. For some reason, I decided not to teleport. So let's see here.
So 15 stun is going to stun you in the first.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
my con is 15. Yeah.
So you're gonna
I can't move.
You're gonna have a
It has to be
momentary.
over your con to stun you.
Okay, great. I did not want to incapacitate you.
Oh, it matched my con.
Okay, so are you gonna try to get out of there and get out through the tunnel?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Okay, so then
you can see that the smoke is following and billowing
there's
through the
6
tunnel.
inches. Okay, which he made a new tunnel, right?
Well, he collapsed the roof, but the still tunnel that you all came into is still open, I assume.
Yeah, but that's going back into the quote-unquote kill box.
That's true. That's true. That's the only tunnel that I know of that's remaining, unless there's something else that you did, Sandcrab.
Yeah, correct. I said to hold her breath, and then my next action will be to tunnel back to the group, and I might even close off the tunnel.
Yeah. So holding my breath.
If it's allowed.
Yeah, we're not in combat, so I mean, I'm just... You all are not burrowing somewhere else. You're just going back to the old box that you had. The old hallway, excuse me.
Well, I don't want to separate us from the group, and right now we're cut off from the group, so I think the best plan of action is to tunnel back to the group.
Okay.
And I did tell you that the hallway's booby-trapped.
So we start avoiding hallways.
We would tunnel from here over to this room and avoid that hallway.
Okay.
He's making a new tunnel, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you closing the tunnel behind you? That smoke is...
In this case, I'm going to, yes.
Yeah, because that's going to keep following, but you're closing it. Okay, cool. So you all are back in the same room now. Windwalker clearly looks like there has been some singeing. Smoke is kind of wisps around her, but she is conscious and fine. Do you want to say anything to the group, or do you all want to tell them what you all have just gone through, Sandcrab and Windwalker?
Yeah, we'll say we saw a room that looked like guards. I've sealed them off for now. Did you guys notice that there's some toxic air in that next hallway, cutting us off from the rest of the base?
I'm not surprised. That's what I've warned Windwalker about.
Well, apparently it's all the halls.
Yeah.
Of
Do you have
course,
that?
it's all of the halls.
Do you have
That's why
that doorway that you walked in? Is that doorway still open? This one right here.
Close the door.
Yeah. You would see smoke billowing out as you close it and you shut it.
The Sandcrab will suggest that we move quickly and we tunnel underneath that next hallway and into the next big room.
Lead the way.
I want to check the helmets. Do these helmets look like they've got breathing apparatuses in them? Rebreathers or something of that nature?
They do.
Oh, well, and I was wearing one the whole time.
It did
But
not.
they may not work for you.
It did not work for you. That's yeah.
Good point.
It did not work.
I say to Sandcrab, is there any way that you can block off the exit for those soldiers?
You're talking about the ones
Yes,
that are in the
Block
bunk
off
room?
what?
These guys over here.
Yeah, I think he already did that.
He already did that. Well, did he? He already did that. He should have said so a minute ago.
Okay, I didn't hear him say he blocked them off.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
heard him say-
Unless there's another door out of there that we don't know about.
Okay.
And they can't get to the bathroom now either. Thanks.
Those poor guys.
That is inhumane.
Yes, this is going to be
that's
suffering
fair.
without relief.
That's bad layer format.
Yeah, they should have had a door from their bunk to the bathroom, but instead
Exactly.
they got to go
Yeah, that would have been a better design.
they got to
yeah.
go through a kill box to get to their own bathroom.
Yeah, that's not too right.
Terrible plan.
Two, actually.
But remember the layout you gave us. This room over here is fairly big. I doubt will be a box. I also detected heartbeats from that area, so I'd
Right,
say
so
that
the
would be
plan
our
will be
next.
to tunnel
Okay.
into this next room from right here.
Okay, where will you end up when you come into the next room? Do you mind telling me?
How about I'm just picking a random spot like that?
Yep. I'm just gonna say that's totally works. You all tunnel under and around the smoke billowing. You don't even you're not even near it.
Like here,
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you all are tunneling up, and as you do, this curtain thing tumples over and hits this little this terminal area. This stuff.
I'll roll my 1d6 on luck.
Yes, see what happens. Are you able to roll it?
Oh, sure, I'll roll.
Yeah, it
Just
seems
make
like an
roll.
interesting time to see if something untoward happens.
No, sorry.
Oh, that's a 6.
So
It
something
has to
good
be- it
happens.
No, it's only something bad on a 1.
Oh, I thought it was a 6. Sorry. Okay, so the thing tumples over, but nothing. Nobody gets electrocuted or anything like that. So
That's good.
okay, so this thing's tumbled over, but you all basically have landed or have crawled out. All right here. If you want to place yourselves there, anybody hanging back can hang back. Stay in the tunnel for a little bit. Who's going to be standing in this room as they get up? And it's fine for not everybody. I'm just who actually crawls out.
Cypher, you coming with us?
Cypher's in the maze.
Yeah, he's gone down the rabbit hole again.
I should have given you
See
a
if I
couple
can
of rolls.
get him.
Let me give him a couple of rolls of mind control. What would be the thing that you would want to do?
I have no clue.
So I'm
Now,
I'm trying to see where I'm at. So I'm pushing my cyber control.
Mm-hmm.
Got 28, 35, and
Okay.
34.
So with those, you have been able to log in as a guest
Okay.
on the kind of a DMZ, but you really don't know where you're at. You know that it is. Maybe you can tell that it's like constantly replicating, and there's a lot going on, a lot of movement of information.
Data.
Yeah, and you definitely haven't gotten past defenses. You're a guest on a server, and that's about it.
Okay. So I will come back to present and say, okay, I'm starting to make some progress. Where'd everybody go?
We're leaving. Come on, back it up.
We're moving on.
We don't have time.
Okay, well I will follow and leave you along with me. And
Got some
also
oregano if you don't have time.
I'll bring up the rear as protection for the group.
Okay, Max,
any parsley?
Max, did you come through as well, or are
I-
you still covering the front way?
Because I haven't had a chance of detecting anybody coming up behind us.
I'm just coming up last, so as people go through, I'm just going to be in the back.
Okay. Oh, I said I was. Did you hear me?
Oh,
The two
I
of you.
thought you were going to be up front so that you could do your detect.
That's what Sandcrab is for. He's
That's
the one
okay.
that's spatial.
I'm cool with going up front then. I don't care.
Okay, so when you all get up front
I
in
have the
this room,
better perception for if somebody tried to come up from behind us. That's why.
That's fine.
so you all crawl through
Like
this
it
hole,
happened.
and as you get up, you quickly see that the room is not well populated. There's another doctor, person in a lab coat that's standing in front of a terminal, but you really the most immediate thing that you feel is heat from these people that are on the tables, the gurneys type of things. They look like normal people. They are obviously not in military garb or anything like that. They could have just been, Uncle Joe's or whatever. But they are flesh is metally, molten, burning all over them. And they're strapped to things.
God.
And they've got like cords and connections and diodes and all that kind of stuff on them. The doctor says, "What are you doing? You're going to disrupt my. I'm trying to. He's flustered by you. He's trying to type things into the computer, that kind of thing."
All right, I would like to make a. I think I have the appropriate skill for seeing what's going on here. Yeah, I have biology as a science skill, 14 or less.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to see are they stopping? Is the intent here to save these people because they've been affected by something, or is it more of like I suspect they're using this facility to create some type of metal superhero or super agent of some sort?
Ooh, that's good. Make your
Or are they
roll.
just sitting back and watching?
Make your roll and tell me how much you make it by. This could be interesting. It's a good thing to check.
Be just the hot yoga room, guys. Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
They're on
Yeah,
mats.
they're getting molten metal baths.
Okay.
Tara, you're going to want to check Discord. I sent you a couple messages a little bit ago.
Failed by one.
When you get a chance, no rush.
Yeah, so you really can't tell.
I'll check it.
With that roll, you can't tell, really. It's very complicated. It's metallurgy you've never seen before.
Metallurgy. Hold on a second. I think I had that skill too.
Do you really have metallurgy?
I think so. Let me check. Camera 1. I have. No, I don't. I have exobiology and robotics.
Yeah, you can tell that there's a reaction that's happening. Obviously, you've got the skill, so it's in field. You know that their bodies are reacting to some type of chemical, but you really can't tell from the diodes if they're observing or if they're causing. But I would say instinctively, these diodes, they're not injecting, they're not doing anything like that. But you really, beyond that, with a failed by one, I can't tell you much more.
Yep, fair enough.
Anybody else want to take any actions? This doctor he's noticed you, but he is so engrossed in the thing that's happening and the terminal and him, like his research, he's not gonna move away, but he's definitely not gonna talk to you. Um, this technician that's over on the right hand side may come to you all soon. He's noticed you and he's looked over his back shoulder at you.
I'm waiting for Cyber. Move.
And we're closing this tunnel off behind us? Or not?
I would keep it closed.
Okay, so that will
Okay,
be that needs to be like your next actions to close off that tunnel, right? Because that's people have been coming in behind you. You've let them all in. Now you're closing off the tunnel.
Correct. I'll take my next action or half action to close off the tunnel.
Okay. Others, Windwalker. What would you like to do next?
Windwalker? Okay. Oh, wow. I'm going quickly. Okay. Let's see here. 1 sec. Let's see here. That's only 8. Yeah. I am going to teleport next to the technician and then swipe the sword across him. So, let's see here.
What?
Okay.
I'm assuming your sword doesn't do killing damage.
It used to.
Only 1 pip. Only 1 body. But there's a mental attack to simulate the fact that he hallucinates losing an arm.
Okay, so you need to make your roll to attack. I'm sure you'll hit.
Yep.
You do. Roll how the thing so we can figure out how terrifying this thing is.
Right. Let's see here. Well, yeah. Okay, if you want to do that. Okay, the mind cut is 14, die 6 mental illusions.
I thought you would change that to just an ego attack.
So if the old Jason is still here. So if we want to do it as just the ego attack, just a minute.
That would be like 7 die 6, wouldn't it?
6 die 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So this
And
isn't going to kill the
right.
person, right? This is just going to make them have the feeling, and that's fine for role play. Tell us what happens.
Exactly.
Tell us what happens to this person as you.
Yeah. Is he okay? It's there is 1 body lost.
Mm-hmm.
And which actually it's probably more like a hairline fracture of a bone or something.
Okay.
And he hallucinates that he has actually lost his arm, taking 17 stun.
Okay, so this technician screams in bloody nightmare feeling, grabbing at the arm, falls to the ground, is kind of like huddled, a fetal position, scream, just, what in the world? Oh my gosh! That kind of a, make a...
17 stun, he's going to stun him if he's a normal.
Yeah.
And it's momentary hallucination. He'll know he has his arm back in a moment.
Yeah, and he does. He's stunned, and it's pretty terrifying. Make a perception roll, Windwalker, and others make a
perception roll. Okay.
Perception roll. Everybody else, that might be looking that direction make a perception roll with a -2.
-2. Okay.
Well, not
What's the
you.
-2 for?
Windwalker's, yours is just normal.
I failed by 2, so failed by 4.
Okay.
What is the -2 for?
Well, for me, it's just distance, and the thing that you're trying to perceive is really small.
Distance.
I succeeded by 4.
I succeeded by
Yeah, you.
4.
Okay, everybody else in the room.
I succeeded by critical.
Yeah, that's amazing. You immediately know what it is, Sandcrab. There is a laser that was scanning the technician, top to bottom, like face down.
At the doorway.
At the
Yeah,
doorway.
I figured as much.
And
That's
that
what it is.
laser has now scanned Windwalker. Windwalker doesn't know it though. It is very much like, look at how good I did.
It's like, hey guys, thumbs up. It's like,
Oh, yeah. That's a giant. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think I've seen that painting before.
I think I saw someone write on the workshop. They're like Goyas. I think that's the name of the paintings.
I know I've seen that painting before.
Yeah, they're pretty dark paintings. Okay, any quick actions after that laser scan happens? Anyone want to do anything before the next bit of the scene unfolds?
Yeah, I growl in annoyance at Windwalker antics, and I'm going to head quickly to this computer here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see if I can access it. And I look over towards Cypher. See what you can get off of those terminals. Facts.
Probably going to be the same thing he's been able to get off all the other computers, which is next to nothing.
Oh, but
Oh,
now
this
I
is a-
have
this is a good-
I have a login. I'm logged in as a guest.
Yeah, about that. We don't have all day for you to get something better than guests.
If you want
You
to,
can't even use the printer yet.
Okay, then check the terminal.
computer programming.
See, considering these computers are probably open, see what I can get off of them.
Yeah, you're gonna need to roll a skill for that, but you're gonna have a -8 for them. Everybody's -8s on these.
Okay, got you.
Even me with my guest login?
I'm not giving you a bonus for that. In fact, it's probably like a negative because you don't have any escalated privileges.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Any appropriate computer skill roll if you're trying to hack in. These were all, nobody was at these computers, so they were all locked. They were all like asleep, so you're trying to get into one.
I got electronics, I got mechanics, I got security.
Security
And I got
systems
a
would be
picture.
good.
Yep, security systems,
Yeah.
but this is going to be a -8 to the roll, though, so these are hardened. And Cypher's, that's his whole shtick, and he's having a real hard time with them, so. Oof.
No, I failed.
Okay, as you all are doing those things, the lights change. Emergency lights come on. You can see red flashing.
We're going to have company soon.
So, Doctor, and I'll pull his lapel over so I can see his name. Doctor, whatever your name is.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
It's like, what are we doing here? You are interrupting my research. This is research of a lifetime. No one ever expects to be able to do things like this. He's just like going off and on. This is, what a rare moment for us.
What are you researching?
Well, today I'm researching the change between skin forms when in contact with unknown materials, and he starts jargoning off metallurgy, this and this, and compounds, this and
Lightning's
that.
going to start arcing off my hand, and he says, and I'll say, "Would you like to continue researching tomorrow?"
He shies away and he's like, what? This is so important. Okay, clearly, he's kind of like backing off. He doesn't want to get hit.
I'm going to break into this tower here, see if there are hard drives.
Is he currently logged in
He,
to this terminal, whatever here?
Yeah, he's logged into that terminal. It's like a diagnostic terminal that's connected to the patient that's directly in front of him.
But it's connected to something, so that's more than we've gotten. We only have printers on the other one, so.
Yeah, and you can get hard drives off of those, but it's not going to be something you're going to spend, phases, minutes breaking those things.
I'm gonna get Cypher to take a look at it because my 12 or less computer programming is nothing compared to what he can do.
Well, and I was saying for Wild Thing, if you want to actually try to break open a computer and get a hard drive out of it, it's going to be that you're going to spend some terms doing it. But that's fine. They do have hard drives.
I better check because I don't know. I didn't check to make sure.
No, it's
I
okay.
still have that.
Okay.
I was going to use my claws just to rip open the casing.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a great idea.
Yeah, you can certainly do that if you want to. I'm not saying you can't. I mean, you can. I'm just saying if that's your course of action, it's going to take you a little bit of time to break open a computer, take a hard drive out of it, not destroy the hard drive, all that kind of stuff.
I think I just got disconnected.
Oh.
Let's see if you can.
Yeah, my claw attacks no longer have armor piercing or penetrating.
Rampage disconnected.
And I see a fail with Dark Maiden now.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact,
And Rampage.
from what I can tell, only
I was
Silk and Max
tagged
are still. So yeah, me, Silk, and Max are the only ones still in.
Yeah, I was tabbed out, so I didn't even notice.
It just happened.
Yeah, let's see if we all stay.
You can see everybody in the chat. It happened to everybody. It's not just us.
Well, I'm glad to continue
I would suggest saving the table.
Yeah, I will save the table. It's a good point.
And then we might decide to keep going or stop for the night. I don't know.
I think there's probably a little bit more you all can do in this room to see if you can actually set up for the next room. That's really what I'd like to see if I can accomplish with you all tonight.
So,
and that
probably scan to see what's immediately behind these two doors here. Have somebody do that, like Sandcrab. And Wild Thing, you guys are good at that.
Yeah, actually, I was just reading up on the rules on special awareness too. So he can make normal perception rolls through walls.
You can.
So he will do just that to see what's beyond the next wall.
Which wall are you looking into? The one that was leading into the to the laser scanned place where Windwalker stood, or to the one that has the key code and the...
Actually, thank you for reminding me that Sandcrab saw the laser thing, so he would go either throw something at it or he would go over to it, probably throw something at it so it doesn't get him too. He doesn't want it to scan anybody else in the group. It might gain them knowledge or something.
Mm-hmm.
So he would want to destroy that camera or terminal or whatever it is.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that we're not in combat, so you definitely are able to destroy that kind of terminal camera that's hanging from the side of that doorway. It is now destroyed.
And if
that looks very Fallout.
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to mention that.
And it has if it has a fiber optic feed, does it have a fiber optic feed?
Yeah, there's cabling and things like that in it. Yes, it does.
Cool. That might be something perfect for Cypher to hack into to be able to see what's on the other side of it.
I can't even see the board anymore, guys.
Yeah, I closed tabletop because it wouldn't show your game. And coming in, it's saying Steam is unable to sync.
Yeah, you gotta turn Steam all the way off and restart it.
No, I turned. Yeah, so I said I turned it all the way off.
Steam. You logged out of Steam.
Please logged out of Steam. Yeah. I'm gonna try again.
Well, I think
Now I see why we use Discord for voice.
Oh yeah, we'd really be in trouble.
I think for what can happen in the next moments before we wrap, it can be done narratively, and I can describe and Max and Windwalker can kind of describe the scene so that we can wrap. This room is almost empty except for the technician and the doctor and the patients, and it's in kind of flashing red emergency lights. Sandcrab just ripped off or just threw off or something from a distance to get that terminal off the wall. And
yeah, and Windwalker is like, huh? What?
Yeah, from over your shoulder. And I think that there's basically two doors that would lead out of this room. One where Sandcrab just destroyed the terminal camera laser thing, and then the other, which is kind of a control panel that has multi-factor handprint, retinal print key codes.
Yeah. Steam is not going to load again.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm getting error message.
Okay, so are we deciding on which doors to use to go to next?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or even tunnel past?
Yeah, because either way you do it, I've got a lead in that'll get us to the next session, and I think whichever.
Yeah, I don't think doors are really our best option. Tunneling through the walls, I think. Sandcrab, you've got the best view. What's your opinion?
Oh, I'd say we go up to that office-looking thing to the right.
The one that you
Office
just destroyed the terminal. You're going to go down up that direction.
Yes, behind that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're going to tunnel into the hallway or around it and up to the office.
Around and up to the office seems safer since we know that the hallways are booby trapped.
Okay. Yeah. So
Call
that and is everybody going to follow him up, or is some of y'all going to wait behind?
I think we should have to say
Mr.
Dr. Experimenter here.
Does anybody have a way
McPherson.
Okay, the heartbeats that I detect on the other side of the other door.
Yeah, you would definitely detect those. Lots of heartbeats over there. Really high rates of heartbeats. And a lot of people too. Probably 15, 10, 15 people over there.
There's at least 15 bodies, humans, I guess, on the other side. Past that hallway, which my guess is it's probably also another kill box trap area.
Oh no, I got disconnected.
Well, we'll be avoiding the hallways anyway, so.
Now, as long as they stay where they are, we should be okay.
Well, I'm going to do some narrative wrap then because I don't have a screen either.
Okay.
Is that door with all the heartbeats? Is that a metal door?
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a steel reinforced door.
And I'm out now. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the steam's just tossing people left, right, and center.
I'll give them something to think about then, and I'm going to try to weld the door shut. While we figure things out.
Yeah, so
he has an energy killing attack. It's a laser, so he can do some welding too.
the both of y'all from one side to the left, Stevie and Cypher, or Stevie and Max are welding, and they meet in the middle like what is it? All dogs go to heaven on. And they weld that door shut.
Now, and with all this time, have I healed back any of that stun or body?
Yeah, definitely.
Before we wrap, I want to have that noted.
The stun, yes.
Okay. But how much?
The entirety of
I
it.
lost 15.
Yeah, the entirety of it.
Oh, the entire stun.
Yeah, you
Okay,
would have
so
had
all the
plenty of
stun's back,
recoveries.
but I'm down 5 body.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so you all are. Sandcrab is tunneling up to that room. The Max and Cypher and Stevie, I guess, have welded shut the door that's leading down another pathway where lots of heartbeats are, as far as wielding has confirmed. Is anybody going up to that room with Sandcrab?
If he wants to wait a few seconds
Yes.
while we weld the door, then yes, absolutely.
If
Yeah,
not,
Sandcrab will definitely wait for the rest of the group.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you all are all going to go up to that room?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
okay, so you all tunnel up and climb through, and when you do, there is a man that's sitting at the desk, and he is smug, very smug, kind of arms folded, and his response to you all bursting in is, "It took you long enough to get up here. Now what do you want?" He's irritated. Now what do you want? You don't know how long it took me to.
Oh, yeah, he is so getting a glowing sword in his face. just brandish it right on his face, or it's right on his chin.
Well, I'm gonna say that's where we end before you brandish it. So it's
Yeah, okay.
he's sitting by the desk. He said, "It's taken you long enough to get here. Now what do you want?" And I'll drop an image of what the person looks like in the chats. You all got honestly pretty far away through the underground lair. I think we probably could have gotten to the final scene had it not been for the technical issues that we had. But I'll say that the session entirety is 2 points for everybody. And then if you do a journal on the point, you get another point for it. So it's a potential for 3 XP. Just post it in the hero journal recordings thing.
Do we have the recordings out and available somewhere of the sessions?
Yeah, I'm going to post this one, and the other ones are posted there as well. So they're all mostly in the journal, in the general session. But I'll post this one for sure, and then I'll link the other one there as well, so you have this one and the one per. Anybody have any questions or things that you would want to hash through before we end? I'm going to stop the recording for those who are watching, and we'll post it again.